Antarctica, the world's southernmost continent, remains one of the most mysterious places on the entire planet. For millennia, its vast frozen terrain has caught the interest of explorers and scientists, and it continues to reveal secrets that challenge our knowledge of the natural world. In recent years, a team of scientists has been undertaking an important study deep beneath Antarctica's ice surface. Their findings are nothing short of astounding, and they have the potential to change our understanding of the world. Join me as we explore this mysterious world. Rainforests. Antarctica is an ancient continent that has seen amazing changes over millions of years. Antarctica was formerly a balmy place with rainforests and probably even civilizations before becoming a frozen desert after the Ice Age. The idea grew from the finding of fossilized wood, signs of tropical trees, and leaf impressions that show there were rainforests in Antarctica. Scientists have also discovered several Cretaceous period fossils of marine creatures, birds, and dinosaurs. They discovered the fossilized forewings of a beetle species that existed between 14 and 20 million years ago in a warmer temperature, as well as microscopic single-celled fossils that have sparked much controversy among academics. They also discovered 50-million-year-old sperm cells on the egg case of a long-extinct species of worm, which scientists hope will lead to new evolutionary insights. Gamburtsev Mountain Range. Under its vast ice sheets, Antarctica hides many secrets, including a massive mountain range. The Gamburtsev Mountains are hidden beneath a 2,000 to 4,000 kilometer thick layer of ice. They stretch for 1,200 kilometers and reach 3,000 meters in elevation, which is one-third the height of Mount Everest. The mountains were named after Soviet geophysicist Grigory A. Gamburtsev, after Russian scientists discovered them in 1958. The scientists were going through Antarctica when they came upon a thin patch of ice and recorded strange gravity variations, revealing the magnificent marvel. Scientists utilize radars to see the physical properties of the mountains, while gravitational and magnetic measurements allow them to study the mountains all the way to their base. Despite the fact that we've never seen them, scientists have long been perplexed as to how the Gamburtzevs evolved and why they still exist. Because the mountains are billions of years old, they should have faded away with the passage of geological time. There are numerous hypotheses as to why they are still standing, the most popular of which is that the mountains are protected from erosion by a frozen mantle. Underground lakes. Although it's difficult to imagine anything beneath Antarctica's thick layers of ice, scientists have discovered a number of underground lakes. It is estimated that 400 lakes are hidden beneath 3 kilometers of ice in the regions that have been studied, which were discovered using radars in 1970. Scientists believe the lakes developed after Antarctica separated from Gondwanaland, the ancient supercontinent. Because of the pressure from the weight of the ice sheet, the lakes do not freeze. Lake Vostok, found by Russian geologists in the 1990s, is Antarctica's largest subglacial lake. It is also the world's third largest lake by volume, lying 3.5 kilometers beneath the ice. Scientists have now bored deep holes through the ice to take a sample of the lake water, and one sample revealed that the water was around -3 degrees Celsius, despite being encased by ice for more than 20 million years. In 2014, scientists made a significant discovery in Lake Whillans, discovering a complex and active ecosystem of microorganisms nearly a kilometer beneath the ice sheet. These amazing organisms haven't seen fresh air or sunlight in millions of years, but they thrive by using methane and ammonium as energy. Blood Falls. In the McMurdo Dry Valley, the Taylor Glacier empties into Lake Bonny through a bright red 5-story waterfall. Scientists have now uncovered the origin of this mysterious event, which appears to be a rush of blood from a wound in the ice. The water that feeds Blood Falls was formerly a salty lake that is now blocked off from the atmosphere due to glaciers forming on top of the lake. The water has been stored 400 meters down and has become saltier over time, becoming 3 times saltier than seawater and incapable of freezing. The salt water is also exceedingly iron-rich and devoid of oxygen and sunlight. When iron-rich water seeps through a fissure in the glacier and comes into contact with air, it oxidizes and rusts, turning the water a dark red color. Only helicopters or cruise ships visiting the Ross Sea can see this unsettling scene. Mysterious creatures. Antarctica is a bleak, frozen desert with little rain, strong winds, and the coldest temperatures on the planet. The coldest recorded temperature was -89.4 degrees Celsius. Nonetheless, it is also home to a diverse range of fauna. Previously, scientists believed that nothing could survive beneath the vast ice sheets, but they have uncovered a number of strange creatures that have adapted to the severe environment. Microbes, crustaceans, huge squid, lanky spiders the size of dinner plates, and giant worms with dazzling golden hairs and a massive sharp-toothed jaws are among the creatures. There are even transparent ice fish. These bizarre creatures have huge eyes and translucent skin that reveal their innermost organs. Because the fish lack antifreeze glycoproteins, they cannot survive in warmer water. They also lack hemoglobin, a substance that gives our blood its red color. Deep Lake. Deep Lake is an interior lake in East Antarctica that has long captivated scientists. The lake is 55 meters below sea level, with increasing salinity as one goes deeper. Its salty waters are saltier than the Dead Sea and 10 times saltier than the ocean. This implies that despite temperatures reaching minus 20 degrees Celsius at its deepest point, the water does not freeze. The lake is almost habitable, with one of the world's least productive yet most amazing ecosystems. Scientists discovered 4 microbe species in the waterways, which are hazardous to most other animals. Some penguins have been seen swimming in the lake, but they could perish because the lake is much colder than the ocean. Singing ice. The Ross Ice Shelf is Antarctica's largest ice shelf. It's hundreds of meters thick and covers an area larger than 500,000 square kilometers, roughly the size of France. Scientists recently discovered that the winds flowing across the snow dunes cause the Ross Ice Shelf to hum an odd symphony. Surface shaking and practically constant seismic tones are caused by the winds. Scientists employ seismic sensors to listen to melancholy music because the vibrations are not detectable to human ears. After seismic sensors were installed on the ice shelf to observe other behaviors, the song was discovered by chance. Scientists have recently determined that the tune alters in response to environmental factors such as melting or snow moving. They're now using the song as a tool to track the ice shelf's stability and vulnerability to collapse in real time, thanks to the seismic humming. The Giant Hole. In 2017, a hole the size of Ireland formed in Antarctica. The hole, known as a millennia, is nothing new except that it spans 78,000 square kilometers, making it the largest to be observed since the 1970s and the first to open in 40 years. The millennia originated in the Southern Ocean's Weddell Sea due to the warmer, saltier water present in the deeper regions of the sea. Ocean currents send warm water up, melting the ice on the surface. The water dips again when it comes into touch with the cooler surface water, only to be reheated and propelled back to the surface. Scientists aren't sure why the millennias form, but they assume it's because marine creatures use openings to breathe. They're still trying to figure out what these bizarre massive holes are doing. Mount Erebus. Despite the frigid temperatures, Antarctica has a number of volcanoes. Ross Island features 4 volcanoes, all of which are dormant except for Mount Erebus, which has grown in volcanic activity in the previous 30 years. Mount Erebus is a natural wonder of extremes, with liquid magma and ancient lava lakes that have been boiling for approximately 1.3 million years. With a height of 3,800 meters, it is the world's southernmost active volcano and Antarctica's second highest volcano. Scientists are unable to visit Mount Erebus very often because of its distant location and perilous weather conditions, though a team of scientists did climb the volcano in 2013. They walked through snow, boulders, and glaciers to the summit, where they discovered species dwelling in the volcano's heat. They also uncovered a number of ice caves with living microorganisms in the soil, and these extreme animals are thought to be among the most peculiar on the planet. The Southern Ocean. In the year 2000, the Southern Ocean was dubbed the world's 5th ocean. It is the world's 4th largest ocean, encircling the entire continent of Antarctica. It is responsible for driving global ocean circulation and includes the Southern Pacific, Indian, and Atlantic Oceans. It is roughly twice the area of the United States, with a maximum depth of about 7,300 meters. This mysterious ocean may hold the key to carbon emission absorption. According to scientists, the Southern Ocean has absorbed 15% of human-caused carbon emissions. That is an incredible amount, but it will not last forever, and scientists are working hard to figure out how this process works. Those who travel to Antarctica by ship will experience the immense might of the water as they stare out from the observation decks for their first view of the Antarctic Peninsula. McMurdo Dry Valleys. Although most people associate deserts with hot, sandy plains, Antarctica is the world's largest desert. It's extremely dry and windy, with only 50 millimeters of rain each year and 99% of the continent is covered in ice. The remaining 1% is home to the McMurdo Dry Valleys, which have gigantic sand dunes up to 70 meters high and 200 meters broad. Although it is not possible to sandboard down these dunes, they are an extremely important site for researchers. The dry valleys have a climate similar to Mars, and experts believe it could contain the key to life on other worlds. However, the dunes are moving at an alarming rate, averaging 1.5 meters per year. Climate change, according to scientists, is to blame. As the atmosphere warms, the ice melts and the dunes recede. They are currently working hard to solve the mysteries of the dunes before they vanish forever. Antarctic fungus. Throughout Antarctica, many microorganisms and extremophiles have been discovered, including an endemic species of fungi. Although mushrooms are generally found in warm, wooded areas, this Antarctic fungus survives the cold by munching on the centuries-old wooden cabins abandoned by the first explorers. Another type of fungal has been spotted feeding on petroleum escaping from explorers' abandoned fuel canisters. Scientists are researching these interesting critters to determine whether the fungus may be utilized to clean up larger oil spills around the world. Meteorites. Meteorites are abundant in Antarctica. Meteorites can fall everywhere on the planet, but they are easier to detect in Antarctica because the cold, dry conditions retain the stone shards. Dark meteorites are also easier to see on the ice's stark white surface, and they are virtually invariably extraterrestrial rocks, as few rocks grow naturally on Antarctica's ice sheets. The East Antarctic ice sheet has been stationary long enough for its top layers to be melted by sunlight and strong winds, making it an ideal location for meteorite discoveries. This displays older ice and massive meteorite concentrations. Since 1976, around 20,000 alien meteorite samples have been collected. A group of Japanese and Belgian scientists discovered the largest meteorite discovered in East Antarctica in 25 years in 2013. The alien rock weighs an astonishing 18 kg. The team looked for meteorites for 40 days and discovered 425 meteorites weighing a total of 75 kilos. A chunk of the asteroid Vesta and a meteorite from Mars were among the discoveries. The lost city of Atlantis. Antarctica is a hotbed of mystery, and it has seen its fair share of conspiracy theories throughout the years. Many individuals think that Antarctica formerly harbored, or still does, extraterrestrial life, as evidenced by elongated skulls and unusual pyramids, as well as alien spaceships, bizarre structures, and a massive staircase. Every year, scores of UFO sightings are reported, and Google Earth has captured some peculiar activity that is thought to be the work of aliens. It's a hotbed for alien hunters, so keep an eye out for strange green lights in the sky. Antarctica's mystery extends deep beneath its surface where no one has gone before. The lost city of Atlantis is claimed to be concealed beneath kilometers of ice. The metropolis would have thrived when Antarctica was warm, tropical environment, and would have been buried when the continent froze during the Ice Age. Although it is highly likely that a civilization existed in Antarctica, the continent has yet to be proven to be the location of the fabled lost city. It is also speculated that the Nazis used underneath Antarctica as a secret refuge and that Hitler retreated there after the war. Hitler had an interest in the occult, and he was looking for something in Antarctica. The Nazi Germans built a station there, but it was abandoned 70 years ago after the crew was poisoned by polar bear flesh. Although the theory has been disproven, speculation on what lies beneath Antarctica's mysterious surface continues. The Great White Continent is the most perplexing and inexplicable region on the planet, and despite the best efforts of scientists worldwide, we may never know all of its secrets. As we continue to discover and explore the secrets of this frozen continent, it is clear that there is still much more to learn and explore. If you're as fascinated by Antarctica's wonders as we are, then like and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating updates and discoveries. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss a new episode. Thank you for watching.